For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they doubt it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today is actually going to be a little bit different because today I'm actually going to be doing a review about my mom's truck, and because I know that all my other videos are about reviews about my truck, my 2023 F-150 XLT, but as you can see, this one is a Lariat, and this one is actually a 2021 model, not a 2023 like mine is. So today I'm actually going to cover our ownership experience because we put a little over 28,000 miles on it. We've had it for 2.5 years, and it's been a really good truck. And although my parents, they don't really drive it all that much because they always just use our other truck that we have, because we have a third one, which I'll make another video about. But today it's about my mom's Lariat 2021 F-150. So yeah, with that being said, we'll just get right into it. So one thing I do want to point out is that these mirrors right here, they are power folding, because basically when I lock it, they fold. So, and then also some differences is that the trim panels along the door, the styling is a little bit different, and then there's wood trim right here instead of it being just a piece of black plastic like it is in my truck. And it's got brushed aluminum all over the dashboard, and then and it's got 3-person memory settings for the driver's seat. And then, like I said, it's got power folding mirrors, which it's not working because I think the door is open, because I think that's what it's from. And it's also got a power adjustable steering column. It's power tilt and telescoping. And the leather seats are actually a bit different in this truck versus what they are in my truck, because being that this is a Lariat and it's a higher trim level, it's got softer leather. Although the seats in my truck are still very comfortable, but these are definitely they have more of a cushion to them. And the steering wheel, I'm actually going to step on in here. The steering wheel actually it feels like a thicker yet softer material to it. And I mean, it's pretty nice. But yeah. And then down here in the center console area, this actually has a little door that actually closes on it, and then it has more wood trim, but we always just keep this open so we access the USB ports right here. My truck, it doesn't have it because, you know, it's an XLT. It has the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, just like what my truck does. Also has the 12-inch touchscreen. I'm actually gonna, before that, I want to talk about how it's got auto start stop. Mine doesn't have it because when I ordered it, I decided to just have that removed. And this one does not have the 360 camera, which I'll show that in a minute. So I'm actually gonna start it up right now. Yeah, this it's actually a cold start, so yeah, because it's been sitting for a day and a half. So yeah, it's got the 12-inch display on the instrument cluster, which actually for the 2024 model F-150s every single one of them comes with it now. So even if you get a completely base model like the XL with the 100A package, even that'll come with this gauge cluster. And same thing with the 12-inch display. And then, you know, you got different drive modes. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that this right here, so like I'm turning it counterclockwise, and then it goes to tow haul, eco, and then sport. And then when I turn it clockwise, it goes to slippery, deep snow, sand, and mud ruts. The reason why I want to talk about this is because in my truck, it's the other way around, where I would turn it clockwise to go to eco, tow haul, and sport, and then counterclockwise to go to slippery, deep snow, sand, and mud ruts. Because in mine, on the instrument cluster, it basically shows like a little magnifying glass, and it shows it as like a wheel or whatever you want to call it, that where it shows them going like this. So it basically, like, it's almost like you're dragging them into that direction. So that's one thing I do want to point out for those of you that are wondering like the differences, because I'm also kind of trying to cover the differences between an XLT and a Lariat, and like talking about like what options you do and don't get. And like I was mentioning a little while ago about the 360 camera, so this one only has the backup camera, which this button activates that. And like I said, this has auto start stop, but we always just turn it off because none of us like that feature. Yeah, because in the 360 camera, it actually basically, you whenever you order a truck, you basically just say like if you want it or not, because it's basically like if you're going to be buying a used one, or if you're buying one off the lot that they already have in their inventory at the dealership, it's basically a hit or miss situation, I guess, if like whether or not you get the 360 camera. But my parents, I don't think they knew about that, so that's why they didn't get it. But yeah, and then this also has 4A, which is basically an all-wheel drive function. So basically, it's where it's normally still in two-wheel drive, but then where it puts it in four-wheel drive if it senses slippage. And then it also has a heated steering wheel, which the XLTs don't get. Same thing with cooled seats, where, you know, XLTs, they don't get it. Which I'm going to turn the heated steering wheel off. And then these knobs right here, it shows the temperatures through these little screens, but on the 2022 and 23 models, it doesn't actually show them right there. It actually shows them like right here up on the touch screen area. And yeah, and then since this isn't the black appearance package, I mean, I'm pretty sure I showed this in my other video where mine has the black Ford emblem, and this one, you know, it's just the regular blue. And I think I also showed that mine actually has the interior work surface where, you know, you would fold the center console down, and then this would like fold into a table. Obviously this one does not have it because, you know, my parents, again, they didn't know that it could come with it. But I mean, really, this is pretty much a fully loaded Lariat, with the exception of, like I said, you know, it doesn't have the 360 camera, it doesn't have the interior work surface. Another thing that my parents knew that they could have gotten this, but they just didn't want it, it's the Bang & Olufsen Unleashed sound system, where, you know, it's got 18 speakers, and, you know, it'll have the speakers in the headrests and everything, and it would even have it up in the headliner. They just didn't want to pay the extra money for it. But this one's just the regular 8-speaker system like what I have in my truck. And I mean, it's still a great sound system. So even if you just get the regular Bang & Olufsen system, it's still a great system. I mean, I would recommend it every single day, all day long. Yeah. Another thing I do want to mention is with this truck, since it's not the black appearance package like mine, it just has the regular tailpipe out the side of the rear, like how every normal F-150 comes with. It still sounds really, really good though. I'll start it real quick. Yeah, it still sounds pretty good. I mean, not quite as good as what mine does, but I mean, it still has a great sound to it. And then as far as like this color right here, I actually think that this color looks really, really nice along with the chrome package, which is what this has. And the color is actually called Smoked Quartz Metallic. It's only available in the Lariat and higher trim levels, and they actually discontinued it after 2021, as far as what I've heard. So yeah, that's really one thing though that I'm kind of disappointed about, because this color I think actually looks really good with the chrome and everything. And this taillight right here is actually standard in Lariats, but not available in the XLTs. And again, I do think this taillight actually looks really, really nice. Yeah. All right, so now I'm in the back seat. Again, you know, it's the same exact thing as my truck, where, you know, it's got nice room because it's the Super Crew. Although there are two differences that I want to point out, because this is a Lariat, not an XLT. XLTs, they don't get this flip down console with the cup holders in it like the Lariat does. And then also heated rear seats is what this truck has as well, because it's a Lariat. But in order to get those heated seats for back here, it has to be the 502A package, which is the highest equipment group in the Lariat. So just keep that in mind. Because a regular Lariat with the 500 or 501A package won't come with it. Same thing with the heated steering wheel. I did forget to mention that as well. Yeah, and as far as our ownership experience with this thing is concerned, I mean, we haven't had any problems with this truck whatsoever. I mean, it's got, as you can see, over 28,000 miles on it, and we've had no problems with this truck whatsoever at all. This truck has been completely reliable. We've used it to tow our camper a lot, you know, on like 500-mile road trips and stuff. And it's a 26-foot long camper. It's 8,000 pounds, and the towing capacity for this specific truck, I think, is 13,000 pounds. And same thing with my truck as well. That's also the same towing capacity. So it's a little bit more than half. And the fuel economy, I mean, it's not great, obviously, because, you know, it's a big truck pulling a huge camper. But it gets around like 8 miles a gallon while pulling the camper. But under normal circumstances, this truck will usually get like 20.5 on the highway, which isn't bad. I mean, the window sticker says you should get 28, and, you know, that's with me going 75 all the time. So, I mean, it's not great that it's not getting exactly what it says you should get, but it's still pretty good for a big truck like this. But yeah, as far as our ownership experience, I mean, it's been a great truck all along. We don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon or anything. And yeah, that's all I really have to talk about with this truck. Let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.